Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to create this container, this bin. Uh, there are a few commands that we are going to be using, such as the sweat bus base to create the shape of the container. We're also using the linear pattern to for the creation of the holes, some fillets, and um, and let's begin. So I have the dimensions of the model here, and the first thing that we're going to do is the base, and the base is 7 by 4 as you can see here. So let's create a new part. The units are in inches. So let's go to settings and let's just confirm that we have the right units. So that's in inches, and drafting in standard is your preferred selection there. Um, so I'm going to select the top plane, create a sketch, select the center rectangle, and this is going to be 7 by 4. 7 by 4. Okay, and let's exit. So now we have the path. So we need to create the cross section of the container. So let's take the front plane and create a sketch. So now we have that view and the cross section of the container. If I go back to the drawing, you can see this detail here, detail C. And pretty much this is what we're going to be creating. So we have a half an inch on the top section and 1/8 thickness. So we're going to be following this detail here for the cross section. So let's go back. I'm going to first let me create a couple center lines just for reference. Oh, did I select that? No. Okay. You know what? Let me do the other one first. There we go. And I'm going to make a horizontal one as well. So now I'm just gonna create like a rough sketch, and then we will dimension at the end. And this is going to be the cross section of the bin. Now let's provide some dimensions, and this one here is 1/8 of an inch. Um, let's constrain this dimension. Total is 7, but since we're using just half, let's do 3.5 inches, so this can be in line. This dimension here is 0.0625, and we can refer to the to this detail right here. So this is 0.0625. Next we have half an inch and 1/8 of an inch for that thickness. Okay, so this is also 625, and this dimension, if you recall, this is half an inch. Okay, and this one here is 1/8 of an inch. Um, this dimension here is 0.5, and the dimension from that edge to the center line is 1/8 of an inch. And I think that we have the cross section completed. So after we finish the cross section, we can hit OK. And we're going to be using the swept bus base feature, and the sketch is already selected for the face. So now we just need to select the path, and the path is going to be the sketch. So you just select the sketch and hit OK. We have the initial part of the beam. So now let's create the base. So let's select that face and create a sketch. And I'm going to select the corner rectangle. I'm going to select that corner and that corner and hit OK. So if you recall that thickness, this is 1/8 of an inch. So that's the same thickness that we're going to be using. So right here is going to be 0.125. And let's just make sure it's going the right way, which is the other way. Just click on this direction. Okay. So we have the bottom and the walls of the beam created. So let's go back to the drawing PDF. Next, we can create the holes using the circle command and also the pattern, the linear pattern, to make all these the rest of the holes. So the holes are 0.375, and they are separated by 0.750, 3/4 of an inch on the X and the Y direction. Okay, and half an inch from the wall. So let's select this one here, sketch, let's create a hole. So this is 0.375, and the distance from the center to that edge is half an inch, and to the Y direction is, on the X direction, is also half an inch. Okay, so instead of copying and pasting each individual circle, we can use the linear pattern command. But let's create the hole first. Extrude a cut. The hole is already selected. We can say through all, and let's hit OK. So we have the first hole. Now we can on the linear pattern, we can select we got more options here. We're going to select the linear pattern command, and on the X direction, direction 1, we're going to select this line. On direction 2, which is this one here, we're going to select the Y direction. So now the distance between the center of the holes, if you recall, these are 3/4 of an inch on the X and the Y direction. So that's what we're going to put here. 0.75 on the X direction, and on the Y direction is the same thing, 3/4 of an inch. So if you notice, this is going the wrong direction, so we can just flip it, selecting this. So if you want to increase the numbers of cutouts on the X or Y direction, you just click on this right here. So it looks like we need one more. And also on the Y direction, we need at least one more. And that looks fine to me. After you're happy with your results, we can hit OK. And that's how you will use the linear pattern command to create those holes. Next, if you see, there are a few fillets that we are going to be creating. So the first one is this one here, which is 1/2 inch. Also, the inner fillet is also 1/2 inch. So let's work on that. So we're going to select the fillet and select that line. And right here, let's change it first to 1/2 inch. So let's do it one more time. Select that, and you get these options here, and you can kind of see the preview of the fillet. So if you select this one here, it'll do the other 3 corners that we selected. So click on that, and instead of doing one by one, you can select that option there. Similarly, we can do the fillets on the outside here. Select that corner. You can and select the option that if the option is not in there, then you will have to do it manually. So you can select that one. And lastly, this one here. I think I selected the wrong edge. You can delete it if you make a mistake and hit OK. So we have those 2 fillets. So let's go back to the drawing. There are also fillets on this area here, so you can see, and also on the outside. And since those are not dimensioned, you can see here this note that's fillets not specified. They are all 1/8 of an inch. So that's what we're going to be using. So let's go to fillet, and this one here is 1/8 of an inch. And let's select the um, inner face of the I think I selected the wrong face. There we go. Let's try one more time. There we go. So that's the fillet on the inside. Next, we'll do another fillet here on this on the bottom face. We're just going to select the 4 faces, the 4 edges, I mean, and let's hit OK. After you complete the container, we can apply a material to this. Typically, these are, I mean, it depends on your requirement, but I'm just going to select a aluminum. You can just apply and close, and you can kind of get a better visualization of the and right here, if you want to remove those edges, you can select that particular view, and this is how you will create a container of this type. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching.